Some of these folks are just, I don't, what's the right word? Irritating. Completely irritating.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 4, episode 9. Like I said, some of these people are just irritating. Like, absolutely irritating. Let's just go on through this. Now, okay, we pick back up where we left off. We're over at Candace's house, and the whole thing's going down. Her and Ashley back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, she'd told Ashley about 3 times now to get out of her house. Chris pulled her away from the table. He's trying to calm her down. Karen actually went back there and said, you know what? You're here with Chris, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to need you to not let anybody take you there. Yes, you're right. You are in your own house. And why would you give somebody that kind of power over you in your house? I'm going to need you to step into who it is that you are. And I'm going to walk away. I said, okay, Karen. Karen went back out. Karen's hair is nice. Karen actually looks really nice at this dinner party. I ain't got no complaints. She looked good. She looked good. She'd take and go off to the side and reshoot her perfume commercial with everything she got on, makeup, hair, and all. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, she ends up, Candace comes back out. Now, at this time, Giselle, while Candace was away, Giselle then got started to the mess about Michael and all of this. He wanting to suck somebody's penis. And Giselle started into it and then threw it on Robin. And Robin's face was like, no, the hell you didn't. She did. Well, I'm just going to say, it was this, and this. And then I think Robin should go ahead and explain it. Robin didn't want to go into that. Robin didn't want to even be involved. And you'll see why later. But anyway, Ashley just denied. No, he never said it, this, that, and the other. I'm sitting there, and it just started to get on my nerves because you're denying it. Everybody in the room is saying, yes, he said it. Then, by this time, Candace came back out. Her and Ashley back at it again. She tells Ashley to get out again. Chris ends up saying, now, I don't like it, put myself into women's stuff. I really don't. But Ashley, he did. I heard him say it. I did hear him say it. She's, no. Y'all were drunk. And Candace, you was laying on the ground. And Robin, she just denied. I said, girl, everybody ain't lying on your dick sucking husband, honey. Anyway, whatever. So then Ashley goes and throws the stuff out about Katie. And I'm like, oh, geez. Okay, so then that whole thing happened. And Monique is like, oh, Lord. So at one point, then Ashley's leaving. Katie comes down. Katie's at the door. And Monique goes down and apologizes to Katie. It was a mess. I mean, this was just a whole mess. And I mean, Candace was just carrying on like an idiot, like a total idiot. She was irritating me because if you would just calm down and sit down, you could win this argument. You could totally win this argument with no problem. But you got to calm down and sit your ass down. She was screaming and yelling and hollering. And at one point, she tried to climb up on the table. I said, really? Chris tried to sit on her in the like he went in the chair and sat her down and went to try to straddle her. I said, oh, wait a minute, Chris. Hold on, Hattie. I said, child, that looked kind of interesting. Girl, don't let Michael see Chris doing all that, honey. His eyes might switch over off of Juan onto good old Chris, honey. I said, oh, Chris. Anyway, Anyhow, but they were going back and forth, and she was being ridiculous. So they're down at the door. Um, it just it was ridiculous. Monique apologized and explained to Katie it really wasn't that. It was taken out of context. Katie ain't buying it. Katie didn't like it. So Katie was ready to leave and all of that. So they go outside. Some kind of way, Giselle's just messy. Giselle is like, if you watch this, Giselle is literally leading the charge of all of this. She is like keeping it going. She ends up going outside, and her and Katie convince Ashley to go back in. They start up arguing all over again. Candace tells her to get the hell out yet again. But when they were in the midst of arguing, before it got started real good again, Ashley went off on Karen and going to tell Karen, mind your business. Karen was like, okay, bitch, now you know you don't want this, honey, because listen, we was getting along. But so that whole thing went on, and she gets put out again. Ashley tells her get out again. So she goes and she's leaving. And there's who was at the door talking? Someone was at the door talking. I think that's when Monique was actually talking to Katie, and Ashley came back in after she had been thrown out, like literally thrown out. She was like outside for the second time. And she then walked back in the girl's house again. And at that point, Candace just went all the way off. Was like, she better get her ass out of my house. And I mean it. She went down and was like, why are you back in here? Get your ass out of my house. This, that, the other. So Chris was saying, okay, Candace, because Candace was flying way off the handle. Then she turned around and disrespected Chris. I said, wait a minute, Candace. Wait a minute. Now you was doing all this that you're doing. You ain't have to talk to him like that. This has nothing to do with you. Just dismissed him, honey. I said, not a good move. Not a good move. You can argue and fight with them as much as you want. But that just was not a good move. I didn't like that. He ate it up, though. He ate it up, and he went on this, and you wonder why we all like Chris, but we're all starting not to like Candace. So he went on about his business. I know he was embarrassed. I was like, oh, she's a mess. But that was that. That whole dinner party was a whole mess. A whole mess. And they ended up doing more talking afterwards. Everybody is settled on it is what it is. We heard what we heard. And they're like, well, if he's gay, he needs to tell her he's gay. And it's nothing wrong with it. It just is what it is. But the other thing is, all the men here, whichever man he's talking about, is married to one of us, and that's out of order. Because we're supposed to be friends. So how are we supposed to be friends and he want to suck off one of our husbands? I'm like, oh, child, there y'all go. There's layers to this shit. Here we go. A mess. So that's that. Then we find out later on when Ashley talks to Michael that now Michael's upset because he's deflecting. And he's questioning the girls' friendships to Ashley altogether. And to he might not even want her hanging with them. I said, it's because you're guilty and you're busted and you said it and it was what it was. You just mad. You just messy as hell. Anyway, then Monique was talking to Chris about it. And I kind of felt bad for Chris. I was like, why? The one other black husband. We're going to go, well, I guess Ray's black too. But anyway, younger guy. And he was into the whole sports situation. I said, his reaction is going to be controversial. I said, oh, God, don't put him in this position. But he didn't know how to react. You could see it in his face that he wanted to say some shit that was a little unorthodox and not going to go over well with the public. But he held it together, but you could just see all in his face. He was very, very uncomfortable. I literally felt bad for Chris to even have to have that scene shot with Monique. Yeah, I felt bad for him. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, y'all put the wrong person in there. But we want to see, the person's reaction we want to see is Juan. Because everybody knows that it's Juan, child. Everybody knows. Anyway, even when Monique said, I want to know who it is, and Chris was like, well, I know it ain't me. Sitting up there looking like his mother, honey. I said, no, it's not you, boo. Anyway, moving on. Giselle goes and sees Ashley, and she's throwing it up again. Just like Giselle got this whole thing of like digging a knife in. Ashley's still deflected and saying, no, 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 no. And she has her sights set on Robin. I'm really upset. Robin didn't take up for me, and I thought me and Robin were better than that, and this, that, and the other, and all of this. And she didn't even have to say anything. And then I felt like Robin was kind of like attacking me on the side. I just didn't like it. We're deflecting, and we're trying to put the bullshit somewhere else. You need to stop. You need to stop. Now, Robin ain't did. Robin is stupid. God knows Robin's stupid. But Robin should be the one upset because she ain't really got a hold on her man for real, and your man want to suck her man off. Robin should be the one walk around with an attitude, not you, because she's the one that's in danger. Robin's in danger, girl, not you, bitch. Anyway, but she deflected. I was like, Ashley, you wrong. Then that damn Giselle threw Karen under the bus. She gonna tell, she's taking up for Robin, saying, no, trying to keep the heat off of Robin. Threw Karen under the bus. Oh, yeah, when you left, girl, Karen said this, that. I said, Giselle, you are one messy bitch. One messy old bitch, honey. I said, girl, you are really keeping it going. You are carrying the bone way better than Sheree Whitfield, girl. You are really carrying on, ma'am. Terrible. Anyway, then we got Dorothy and Candace are going to see Dr. Ken. Listen, of all the aggravating people, Dorothy. Dorothy is one of the most aggravating characters I have seen on a reality show in a very, very long time. I really wanted to take Dorothy and shake her till that wig just slid down her back. It was just, and it looked a mess, by the way. You look a mess, Dorothy. Anyway, she in the car coaching Candace on how the session's going to go. I was sitting there like, are you serious? If you don't get your ass somewhere and sit all the way down, Dorothy, you're a mess. Got in there, and all she did the whole time, deny. You ain't did nothing. You ain't guilty of nothing. You the best parent in the world. You paying $4,000. And then here we go. Candace done broke some of that down, said, girl, you're sitting over there lying. I said, uh-oh. Said, you're not paying all of that. I'm paying $4,000 a month towards your bills. And this, that, listen. Candace, again, until you completely get up and walk off and say, don't pay shit else. Bitch, don't pay nothing else. Because that's the answer to all of it. Bitch, don't pay nothing else. Don't pay nothing else. And you ain't got to talk to me no more if you don't want to. But don't pay shit else. Because as long as she's paying, she feel like she could do and say what she wants. Stop her from paying. That's how you do it. Stop her from paying. Flat out. And then you can talk as much shit to Dorothy as you want to. But I'm going to say this. I thought I was the only one who Dorothy was getting on their nerves. Dorothy was working on Dr. Ken's last goddamn nerve. You hear me? You all see my thumbnail. She had done worked Dr. Ken's last nerve. You hear me? And he told that bitch when she came in there. Rules. You are not the psychologist here. This is my area. From the door. She was over talking and denied. She got on my nerves so bad. Candace is ridiculous. Yes, it's true. But the big issue in that relationship is more than just that money. And once the money part is taken out of it, you'll get to see it for what it really is. Dorothy's a problem. Dorothy needs to grow the fuck up too. Candace definitely needs to grow up, but Dorothy needs to grow up too. Dorothy, she is grown. She's grown. Completely grown, and you are treating her like she is a little girl. But Candace, you are allowing it. You need to get up and walk away. Because you ain't, nothing comes across that you mean business. Because as long as you keep accepting the money, you're being bought, dumbass. You're being bought. And you'll see whether she really loves you or not when you don't take her money anymore and you don't take her shit. If she really loves you like she says she do, she'll make changes to be able to be around you. But if not, you're going to see the real reality of it. And I think it's going to be a real reality. When you no longer take your mother's money and don't want to be bothered with her, you and your mother are not going to have very much of a relationship anymore. And I truly believe that. I believe she's going to back all the way up from you. Once she can't run you anymore, you're not going to be all that interesting. Because I think she loves you, but I don't think she likes you at all. At all. And that's the both of them. I think they love each other, but they don't like each other at all. At all. But anyway, got on my damn nerves. Moving on. So Ashley's performing at this Virginia Pride. I still couldn't figure out how she got booked for Pride. Then it all made sense. Her brother's gay. Her brother is involved in the LGBTQ community in Virginia. That's how she got booked. I knew it ain't had nothing to do with this show. And well, I'm sure the show played a part in it as well. But they ain't just randomly went and picked her to sing that damn song. And I knew it. I said, okay, cool, no problem. So now it makes sense. On the way there, child, the funniest thing happened. Wait, and this is what I'm going to say. It's about straight women. When you're going to Pride, you ain't got to dress up like no damn clown. You really don't. You just be you. You can just be you. You ain't got to dress up like no damn clown. You don't. Because Giselle looked like a clown, and so did Robin. They look like clown. Kyle just looked regular Kyle. He was just regular old Kyle. He ain't, he wasn't doing all that. Y'all are not club kids. So all of this purple wigs and what the hell was that wig you had on, Giselle? What was that? I was looking at her like, let the sun shine. I said, girl, you look crazy. You don't look like an old throwback to a 70s hippie with that dumbass wig on and them cheap, them Uchi shoes, honey, and just clown where I just looked at them too and I just said, clown mania. Going to gay pride, it's not to go dress up like a clown event. And I don't understand. I see that a lot of times when heterosexual females follow their gay friends to pride. They just start putting on shit and they just be looking crazy. Why is that necessary? To dress up like a clown. You're going to gay pride. You're not going to a circus. Well, I guess it's all perception. That's what I see. I just had to put that out there. They look like they were on their way to a circus. Robin got on a purple wig and an animal print jacket. Where are you going? Just ridiculous. Anyway. And it'd be different if they hung. If you're a female who hangs with the club kids, then you understand it. If you hang with the little sector of kids that dress up in Harajuku clothes and stuff like that, or they do the whole Comic-Con kind of thing, even the drag con kids, I understand it. But when you hang around regular, schmegular gay people such as Kyle, who just dress regular, I don't understand you in clown mania gear. I just don't understand it. It is not necessary. If you are heterosexual and you are an ally of the LGBTQIA, you are the A, you're an ally, you don't have to dress like a clown. Now I'm putting that out there. And I'm going on. I'm moving on. I hope I haven't offended anyone. If I did, I really don't care. I said what I had to say. I said what I said, period. If you're heterosexual and you don't hang with the club kids and you don't understand club culture, you ain't got no business dressed up like no clown, period. Wear your regular shit when you go to gay pride. Stop with the clowning. Anyway, moving on. And then your gay friend is the one that's really at fault because they ought to tell you to take that shit off. Because I wouldn't have none of my girlfriends dressed. I don't dress like a clown. I don't. So I wouldn't have any of my. I wish one of my girlfriends would show up here talking about we going to Pride and you sitting over there looking. I wish you would. Any of you all would pull a bozo on me, baby. We won't be going nowhere. We would get no further than my yard. Be like, if you don't take that shit off. Anyway. Down off my soapbox. Boom, 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 bam, it, I'm back. Let's go. Okay, so Ashley's performance. She performs a little song with her brother. Whatever. What was that outfit? Oh. Anyhow, she. Oh. Anyway, um, now Robin and Ashley are going to have this conversation. Ashley just took it somewhere running. I didn't understand. I couldn't keep up. Robin couldn't keep up. You just wanted to fall out with Robin. That was all it was. You are deflecting. She literally took this whole situation and she would rather deflect because she's deflecting from what actually really happened. And she's throwing it on, I'm going to be mad at Robin, and that will take more of a light. And that'll take the light off of my husband giving gawkage and wanting to suck fuck off. And ain't nobody going with it. Because again, at the end of the day, Robin is the one who should have the attitude because it's her husband's penis. It's her man's penis that is the one in question. Robin should be the one with the attitude. Not you. Anyway, I almost forgot the thing that I thought was funny on the bus with Kyle. Child, listen, when Kyle was like, when they said, well, who was it that he wanted to do? And Kyle said, was it me? And they're like, no, it wasn't you, Kyle. And he gonna say, oh, because I'm okay with it. Child, I said, oh, Kyle want a little bit of that neck action from old Nancy Michael, honey. I said, oh, girl, you sitting there smiling and grinning, honey, and the enemy is sitting amongst you, honey. Kyle wants some. Juan, I don't know what Juan wants. Well, I doubt it, but Kyle is interested. Asking, bitch, you better watch out. You in danger. Robin in danger, and you in danger, girl. But it ain't who you think. You think you in danger because of Robin, and Robin ain't did nothing to you, you damn fool. Anyway, but that ain't nothing but deflection. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think Robin is she's trying to make Robin collateral damage. She'll throw her friendship with Robin away to try to get the spotlight off of her dick sucking husband. Anyway, ciao. Put it in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Stand down, Kyle, for now.